In the initial part of the offer options, you can select the language that Specify will open automatically. This may be different from the language of the software because a user of Specify who has the offer open may want the software in Italian, but possibly want to make all other offers in German, French or Russian due to the nature of their role, for example, commercial manager of a particular area. So firstly, we can set the desired language of the offer. We can then set the currency and various other options, including, for example, how many decimal numbers we want after the decimal point, and apply a country-specific VAT value. There are also several other options for the offer, such as refreshing the print preview when you move between the various pages of the offer. At the bottom, we see that we can automatically set the terms of sale and generic terms, such as the opening, closing, and even a signature image, rather than a particular signature text. As explained before, we can open the dictionary and create our bidding terms. We are automatically directed to the relevant category in the offer terms, and we already have preset subcategories in specifications. These subcategories are automatically translated into the language depending on what language we have set for the offer generation. For example, we create a new sales term for offer validity. We then select the offer validity subcategory, and then in the top right part we can add this new offer validity, which for English could be 30 days. Or if we want to have the possibility to select also several of them and have them available, we add another validity of the offer that could be, for example, 60 days. So we see that another option is added for the English language. If we want to add also other languages, we can always press plus and change the reference language for this validity of the offer. So writing in Italian, we can put 30 days, and a new language will be created with the option 30 days. And then we conclude, adding the 60 days, always for Italian, and we see that it appears in our dictionary. Once completed, we can view here that in the terms of sale, we only have the two options that we have inserted for the English language, so we have a validity of the offer 30 days or 60 days. If we had to set for the future use and automatic generation of the offer, the details will be created in Italian. We have these two options that are retrieved from the database, which Italian is referred to, and with the actual sales term translated into Italian, because it was a subcategory already present within Specify. We now return to English. We can add another subcategory as payment term, for example, 30% in advance. Let's close it and see that it appears in our list, and for it to be automatically inserted in any new offer we are going to generate, we need to set this checkbox and then save the options. In this way, every time we are going to generate a new offer automatically, the software will insert these two default terms of the offer. Then we could always remove them or modify this with the 60 days, or add another one for a sales term created ad hoc for a new customer. In a similar operation, we can also create generic terms, which are normally put at the end of the offer and refer to terms, for example, banking references or installation, packaging, etc. If we require, we can use the default specifications that are translated, or we can create our general terms of sale. You can create them here with the plus relative to the subcategory. We create a new category and call it definition. Press OK and we can see that the subcategory definition is created. We select it and here we can add the description of this subcategory. Pressing OK, we see that it is inserted. By doing the same procedure, we can continue to insert new subcategories such as application. Press OK. I go to the subcategory and at the top right, instead, I add the description for this subcategory, and to continue the procedure, I add one after the other all the subcategories related to the generic terms that are required. So we have entered all the categories and we see that they are shown in the table related to the options of the offer. We select the tick box so that they are automatically inserted in our offer every time we create one. And then, in the same way, we can insert an opening text, a signature, or even an image in the dictionary. We can also insert the path name to a file and then select an image. The important thing is that a location path of the file is not modified, due to that if the file is moved, the selected parameters will be detached because it no longer has a reference. Referring now to the next tab, which relates to CAD, here we can see the descriptions of the AutoCAD profile. This is where AutoCAD performs its check to locate and run particular database files. This can be important, for example, to view the paths where AutoCAD is directed to retrieve the default template for the creation of a DWG file. So, if you want to create a custom template with a logo, title blocks, particular print annotations, such as the dimensions made in a certain way, rather than the layers of a certain color or layer settings, you can modify the DWT, which is the CAD template, in this path, and then associate a new one. The final tab is labeled Advanced Settings. The first description refers to where the specified database is located. In this example, it is a local installation, and the database is on the hard disk. But it could also be that the settings are with the database on a server, and if so, the database will be PostGRE. Here there must be a network address of the server IP address with a password and a username to access the server database. These settings are made for users within a company that has multiple installations and wants to share the database of libraries and projects. On the right side of the screen, we can locate all the specified paths: the folder where all the libraries are saved, the folder where the projects are saved or the dictionary path, and the location of the print reports for the offer. Once the various options have been set, we can save everything with the top left Submit button.